Make you step out, get some in now, let your head out to some.
P. Welcome, P Nation, to yet another banger video. Without wasting any time, grab your tea, grab your juice, grab your wine, grab your coffee, grab your. Welcome, P Nation, to yet another banger video. Betuna and Petale updates. Update is shushu, update ya chisa. The update is abrupt and it's to the point, but the update. I can't got the update because Sana, we have all been waiting on an update on what is happening. And as much as I'm laughing them, I feel like if you can't beat them, join them. Either if you can't beat them, join them, or if you're not going to laugh, you're going to cry. So you might as well just laugh about it and share, which is what I'm doing. A lot of people have been asking about, guys, their family, how do they feel? I feel like my family's at a point where they just don't care because Sana is and I feel like actually every time I tell a story about something that's happening in my family, low-key people change though, because it's like, if people are able to put two and two and know that, oh, this is mang, you will change your ways. So I'm out here fixing my family, guys. I'm fixing my family. Back to the story. Because it's basically an update on what has happened last. Ne? Sharp. Now, remember I told you guys about my cousin had put Umdana Waike, Unomsa had put Umdana Waike Sana up in the back of the boot. And she was like, my parents must take care of it. And sharp. Now, my grandmother's like, Mamela, the only way to teach this girl a lesson is if we literally just get the cops on her because she's our teeny at this point. Because number one, we see that she doesn't want the child. But also she doesn't really want to give the child up for adoption or anything like that. And guess you family now, we can't just watch that happening. Ne sharp. But I think it's more of a thing where we wanted to take accountability by where too. I keep messing up and I don't know what to do. And I'm dumping my responsibility on you guys. Don't put the baby in the back of the boot so that anything can happen and the child can die or whatever. Nalapo, the 2-year-old, she left that one with my grandmother. She left that one back home. Everyone's asking me what happened to the 2-year-old. 2-year-old, guys. She wouldn't dump one child and then take the other. No, the only baby that Unomsa currently has right now on her is the one that's in the stomach, Loka Karen boy. Sharp. Hey, fine. So now we go back. And my grandmother's like, Unomsa was there the previous night. And she thinks Unomsa overheard her on the phone when my grandmother was talking to my parents. And when my parents were like, they're on their way back. So what Unomsa decided to do was, I bet guys, which is why she ran away. In a situation like this, my mom is like, okay, let's call Nomsa's mom because Unomsa has parents. Like she has living parents. Hey, I can find Geshab's phone. This is what's happening and stuff like that. Listen, I am no longer with Nomsa's mom. And what Nomsa does is Nomsa's decisions. Because the mom wouldn't allow me access into Nomsa's life. So what can I say right now? I'm not taking care of anybody's baby. Yo, drop your phone, Sana Lando. Some fuman. We call Nomsa's mom. Oh my God, Nomsa is awesome. Nomsa is big. She can do whatever she wants. The responsibility of the child is hers. She doesn't want to keep any baby. Mind you, manje. And at the end of the day, we can't just dump this child. But also, besides just dumping the child, guys, it's a matter of no one, okay, you spend on something and you didn't budget for whatever that is. Or no one budgeted for a baby. Lala put 2 kids because Unomsa has left both of her children. So at the end of the day, where those kids are going to go, they're going to go with us because like realistically, and my mom didn't want it to be a thing of, but like, fine, we're keeping the baby temporarily until a solution comes up or whatever, because it's not like we can give the child away, like we'd be family. But at the end of the day, it's like I did not budget for 2 extra kids. Like we're already 4 kids of my mom's. And then I've got my older brothers, my half brothers. So, 2 extra kids, yeah, guys, fine, sharp. Now, my parents decide to bring back the kid. Guys, as I'm speaking to you now, right now, like I'm not even at home, like and it's just been something that's been happening because I just feel like usually like it's crowded. So it's probably about time that I move out. But anyways, child conversation for another day. So fine, Nomsa's babies, including my grandmother, are all at home. Net sharp right now. It's currently giving daycare center. It's currently giving, I can't do anything, I can't move, and was no teeny because there's these 2 infants, and my grandmother's also here. Net sharp. So and yes, guys, it's giving stockfile meeting betuna endlini. Fine, get sharp. Unomsa afone, guys. Afone unomsa. Ati unomsa kuti. Unomsa calls, she calls my grandmother because, like, guys, I think Nomsa didn't call my parents on purpose. She didn't call my parents on purpose because she knows, but yeah, and like my dad at this point is livid. Nomsa calls my grandmother. My grandmother answers the phone. Unomsa is on some ucala imali. My grandmother's like, Funi mali yotini, utucala imali, because the money that she took only lasted her until she got to a stop. Yabo, but she's stranded, she has no money, she's in the middle of nowhere, she's scared, and it's late because there's just men all around and things like that. Kubi. Now, guys, in that situation, you shouldn't give them money, but at the same time, it's like, she's a girl, she's pregnant. And we know that she's in a position where she will do anything either for a quick fix or to just run away in jail because we fight or flight risk right now. So my grandmother gives her the money without telling us. Okay, just in jail, and from when she gets to wherever she is, she's able to also contact them and whatnot. Sharp. Now, apparently this happened without my grandmother even telling my parents about it. For called her and my grandmother didn't update my parents. My grandmother asked my mom for money. My grandmother asked my mom for money, not my dad, my mom. And my mom is like, hey, bo, like, what do you mean and stuff like that? Because obviously, you know, when the email is a pension, you get your monthly, whatever. So my grandmother, like, at that point in time, like a week ago or something, like not so long ago. So my mom is like, and then, what happened? Are you investing? What are you building? What happened to that money? I basically took Elisa, no, Unomsa has been calling and she has been lending her money because she keeps saying she's stranded and stuff like that. And guys, Mama went ballistic. My mom went ballistic. My mom is like, we out here funding Nomsa's babies. Like, we out here stuck with Nomsa's babies. When you're enabling Nomsa's behavior behind the scenes, so back to the Eastern Cape, no one cares. But because why? What the hell? And who needs 8,000 rand every day? Ibus doesn't cost that much, around 7, 8. You know what I mean? And even if it was okay, so that any other money she would have needed would have been to take a taxi or whatever she's taking or a cab to get home. Why because her mom hasn't said anything to us about Nomsa arriving. Guys, Kazini, mamelani. So now we're so worried, man. Now a few days go by, we don't hear anything from Nomsa. After not hearing anything from Nomsa, what happens? My mom is like, you know what? She's going to call Nomsa's mom. Nomsa's mom is not picking up. After Nomsa's mom doesn't pick up, my mom is like, you know what? Let's phone the work of Nomsa's mom. Let's phone him Sebenzin. Let's call the workplace of Nomsa's mother. Sharp, good idea, to find out what's going on because it just went radio silent. When my mom calls at the workplace on some, hi, we're looking for who's Banban, who's my aunt, Nomsa's mother. We're looking for her. Is everything okay? We haven't been able to get a hold of her and whatnot. Guess what the manager says? The manager is like, hey, bo, but Nomsa's mom must took leave because her daughter is in town. So she said they're just going to spend some mother-daughter time. Hey! Kazini, make it make sense. Ganin Palansise, make it make sense because what do you mean? Like, what in the world do you mean? I personally, I don't understand. So you are aware that your child dumped her kids on someone else. And then you are aware that your child is busy scamming your own mother, who is her grandmother, in broad daylight. Then when your daughter gets to Gauteng, you're like, let me take leave with the money that my daughter got from my mom. And then y'all spend that money. Guys, like, my mom was still on the call, and that was happening, and I was like, number. Guys, please tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But now, I told the manager, I was like, listen, this is a situation. This is what happened. This is what's happening. I need you to help us in this situation because there's no ways that we can be left stuck with 2 kids in Nandilapa because I feel like I could space engine. Like, there's no ways. Like, there's absolutely no ways. So threaten her. Do something. Like, threaten her. You know what I mean? Threaten her because at this point, it's giving evil. Fine, guess an manager. No, like the manager is absolutely appalled. Like when she hears about this, she's like, no, listen, I'm on it, and I'm gonna tell her, listen, go fetch your grandchildren and whatnot, fix the situation. Because at the end of the day, like, what about like being ethical and morals and stuff like that? And the company values those things. And if you don't have them, then you know what I mean. Then your job is kind of, you understand. And we appreciated that because namhlanje umamia phone and she's like, she just got a call from Nomsa's mom saying, "Ba Ugeliswa is on her way to Cape Town to come and fetch the babies, not baby, the babies." Nalap woman or Nomsa. Now at this point, I don't understand whether everything was just a scam. Okanye, what's going on? Because my aunt works. But why is she enabling Unomsa's paraways after she had said that she's washing her hands and whatnot, but low-key undercover, she's also enjoying the gains that Nomsa's making from her own mom. And yes, and it's giving hidden agenda, it's giving vengeance, it's giving fatal revenge, and yes, it's giving Lokshin by scope. So they're on their way, guys. And I don't know, I will update you once they get to Cape Town and what has happened and where they've taken the babies and what's going to go down, because at this point, I know that my dad is livid. And even more mad, and another person who's more mad is my grandmother, because I feel like she's the one that got played in all of this. Like, she got in all of this, because if Mali came, and do you think it's going to come back? No, because ela paralyzed it Mali.
Take a step out, get some in now, let your head out, to some iceberg, you'll be